I am here. But I'm also eating crackers. I'm like running around trying to sort my camera out because I haven't done this for how many weeks now? 3 weeks? A month? I'm running around trying to sort my camera out because I've ditched the I had to ditch the DSLR. It was just rubbish. This thing. This is what I see. I'm using a Nikon D5300. That's what I was using for the webcam via a capture card, and it was a load of garbage basically. For a webcam, anyway, it's just not really a webcam. So I bought myself a GoPro, and I'm using that tonight. And I had to set it up because you can't really use the GoPro as a webcam either. But I kind of sorted it out, and it's working. So, well, I think it is. Hopefully you can see it. So I didn't have time to eat anyway. So that's why I'm crunching on crackers. I apologise. I'm sorry. But I'm hungry. I might intermittently crunch on those crackers through the live stream. Intermittently. So just be aware. There may be some crunching sounds and there may be some cracker sounds. That's because I'm eating crackers because I'm hungry. Simple. Let's put that over there. Right then. How are you all? I hope you're well. I'm okay. Right. We are going to have a go. We're going to have a second attempt at this Makita battery. Do you know what? I've just thought about it and I haven't checked whether my brother-in-law has got his Makita battery charger here. Which may turn out to be a bit of an anticlimax because I don't know if we can even test it. Okay, I'll find that out in a bit. I'll send him a message or something. I'll try and ask him and see if it's here. So here is my Makita battery parts that I've ordered in from the wonderful Land of the Dragon, China, AliExpress. Here it is, that's what you get. Get all these bits here. And I've got the cells here, which I'm going to be using Samsung 30Qs. You see that it's actually good with this GoPro because I can put it up and it doesn't like it focuses all the way through pretty much. There you go, that's what I'm using. So I'm using 10 of them. Yeah, just spot welding this together, getting it going. I've had an inquiry this week actually, somewhat strange, so I thought, oh, I'm going to do a battery build this week, and then all of a sudden someone buzzes up on my phone and says, oh, heard you building Makita batteries? I want a couple. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me see if I can build one that works first, because the last one I built, as people here may or may not know, didn't really, let's put some water on that, didn't really turn out as I wanted it to. The question is, why didn't it turn out like I wanted it to? And the answer to that question is because I wired the battery in reverse polarity. That's right. I wired it so the negative was where the positive should be, and the positive was where the negative should be. And what happened? It proceeded to produce some magic smoke. That's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Anyway, I've got the. I've been saying to everyone who's been like, "Oh, you're doing the battery build again?" Yes, I'm going to do it again. Yeah. And then I've said like, because I didn't upload the last video because I didn't want someone to follow it and just burn themselves alive because I'm just a daft plonker and I didn't build it right. So them following me would cause a bit of an issue, obviously, if they built it and set themselves on fire, which I don't want. I don't want that to happen. So I didn't put the video up. But I also said at the start of this video, I said, "Oh, next time I do it, I'll play a clip with the from the other video." Now, I'm hoping that you're going to be able to hear this, and I'm going to test it. I can see there's 2 people viewing, so if someone could just say yes whether they could hear it or not. I'm going to test it and see if you can hear the audio. It's playing now. I've got a fire. Can you hear that? Hopefully you can. If you can, I'm going to play this video. If you can't, it's a bit of a pointless exercise, really. If anyone can let me know whether they can hear that audio or not, that'd be really good. I'm just going to have a quick cracker. Or a piece of a cracker, should I say. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. See if I can get a response on that one. If not, I'm just going to play it anyway, and if the audio doesn't come through, then tough luck. Tough luck. So you can get a glimpse of the last stream where I basically started to burn through a battery. Crackers. Crackers and hummus, that's what I got. Red pepper hummus. Yes, that's right, I'm eating crackers and hummus. Right, I'm going to play this anyway. I'm going to play it, let's see. Let's see if I can... You're not hearing much. Okay, that's not a good sign. Can you hear? Oh, you obviously can hear me because you're answering me. Interesting. I've got a fire extinguisher right next to me, so don't worry about the safety aspect. Let's just have a go, shall we? So you can't hear that. Let me see if it'll let me look at the settings while I'm in here. Oh dear, oh dear. Advanced audio properties, why not? Active, it says it's active. Okay. Right, another few seconds. If you definitely can't hear it, then I'm not even going to bother playing it. I'll just carry on, mate. It's a terrible shame. I know, it's a terrible shame. Good to see you anyway, Henry. Hope you're well. Hope you're well recovered. Although I don't think it was an absolute crazy, everyone wasted night the last time we saw each other anyway, so it was seemed quite conservative when I left anyway, in the dead of night on my electronic bike. I did manage to avoid the police on the way home for the second time, so that was all good. Right then, I'm guessing that no one can hear that video, so I'm not even going to play it. I'm just going to carry on. Right, here we go. So, something I didn't do last time, I didn't put any little paper stickers on the end of the batteries, just for a little bit of safety. But let's be honest, the last video didn't no tea, just water tonight. Oh. Or was it tea? Are you talking about the other thing where you just had tea? You didn't have tea. I didn't put any of these on last time, which is a good idea to put them on, because they just stop you getting any crossover, positive and negative wise. It's a good little safety thing to have on here, basically. A little bit more insulation for the positive ring, or the positive end, if you like. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? did seem civilised. It seemed civilised when I left. I was guessing it was. Did anyone actually even go back and use their hotel, or did you all just stay there and go straight home? Because I kind of got the feeling you all just stayed there and went straight home, to be honest. Let's get these caps on. Bit of protection for your batteries. Those of you wondering, my e-bike is finished. I've been out on it, what, 3 or 4 times now, I think. And it's absolutely wonderful. It's wonderful. And I think I may have sold it as well, so that's a good thing. Because that gives me back my investment so I can proceed with this ridiculous scooter idea that I have, which I'm going to do very shortly after I sell the bike. But to be honest, I wanted to try and sell the bike quickly because I'm just getting used to riding it, and I'm not going to want to sell it soon. So it's not a good idea. It is a wonderful thing to have, and as the days go by, I'm a little bit disappointed that I'm selling it, but it has to be sold because that was always the plan, and it was the plan to move on to another project and do something else. And that is the money that's going to be used for that. And it's going to be the same with the scooter probably. I'm going to build that scooter, and then I'm probably going to sell it to someone, and I'm going to roll into another project and just keep rolling that money through projects, I think. I was thinking about it the other day, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to do after the scooter. I'm kind of teetering on the edge of maybe grabbing an old moped, like one of the old Honda mopeds, and I'm definitely considering doing like a fully electric little moped or something. I'm not sure yet. I think that's a plan. That's in the back of my mind. It's literally just in the back of my mind. I'm not like, I haven't made a plan to do that or anything. That's all we need for this. We need 10 because it's a 5 parallel 2 series on these 18-volt batteries. So that's what we need. I also haven't tested these batteries from the. I haven't tested these batteries since they came to me, so I just need to run over them and check the voltages, to be honest. It's something I need to do, just check that they're all the same. These boards are balance boards, so it should be alright, but we do have 2 in parallel, so it's a good idea to check the voltages. It's a good idea to check the voltages anyway, really, because if you've got a duff or dead cell, you don't want to build the whole thing and have it, like, you know, set on fire. Which could happen, you know. I've seen it happen before. Oh, always forget to swap that to DC. Always forget that. Swap it to DC, Chris. Done. 3.4. 3.4. 3.4. 3.4. 3.4. 3.4. You can see that anyway, can't you? It says 3.4. Just keep saying it. Just keep saying the same thing, even though there's a display in the camera that tells us what it is. Silly. Cool, they're all 3.4. Happy with that. That's good. All the same voltage. Lovely. Doesn't seem to be anything strange going on there. Got me a car battery here, sitting here ready to be used for the spot welding. I just realised that I didn't bang this on charge last time I used it, which is actually bad form really, because car batteries, you should really keep them charged up if they're just sitting still. Okay, so this time I've got to get this right, because last time I wired it in reverse polarity, as I've said. So this time I'm going to check, and then I'm going to check again, then I'm going to double check, and then I'm going to check some more. And once I've checked I'm just going to spend some time checking so I don't completely knacker this up this time. So I've got this Duff Makita here, battery here, which I'm going to. This is the one I looked at last time, I think, and I just completely misread what was going on with it. I didn't look at the lid, that's why. I should have looked at that and gone, okay. It actually says, there's the positive, there's the negative. Take that off, it's where the little lump is at the back, so this is the positive, I believe, and we can confirm that by swinging it over, and you'll see that on the positive end, there's a slight little ridge. You can't pull this back exactly because it's all welded to. There's a slight little ridge on the positive end anyway, you can see, and on the negative end there isn't one. So that is a positive, and they're in series in pairs like this. So as you can see, it's negative, there's the positive on that little ridge, which then goes into the negative, follows to positive, and just runs like that all the way down. So that is the positive. Flip it over. Positive in this back corner where this little back nib is, which is, if we look at this, put that together, there's that little nib there. Look that, look. So just matching them up. Positives here, positives here. Which is superb. So I'm going to put the first one in. Actually feels not as tight as last time as well. Once I've got one, it's actually in the right way this time. Positive, positive. You can't see on that one because this case is all the way around, but that is the positive end. That's where the positive is with that little ridge. So that is correct. Correctamundo. So then, negative is that end. Let me just follow on in series, making a wonderful battery. It's actually, I ordered this from the same place, and it seems like these aren't actually as tight as the last ones, to be honest. Strangely enough. How strange. Nibs at the back there. To the back there. In. Little ridge. Negative, positive, negative. That is correct. That's the positive. Can't be any more sure than that, I don't think. I checked, double checked again, and then just double checked to make sure, and I think it's okay. So I'm going to put that to one side. That's the case for it. Let's drop that there. Get rid of that. This is where you question yourself, because you're like, is that definitely right? Is it a definite? After you've done it, after you've knackered it at once, you just constantly second guessing yourself. Constantly. Right. If I remember rightly, the last time, this little bit, which is for the light at the front, it's really awkward to get on. I remember it just being a pain in the backside, and it never seem to sit right. I don't know whether it was me or whether it's just it probably is because it's a cheap design, to be fair, because it's, you know, £11 for a Makita battery case, which, you know, I'm just wondering whether I need to get that in first. That slides in there basically. Slides in there. I think it slides right down from what I can see. Yeah, go. So that just drops in there basically, which is the little push button that triggers the LEDs on the bottom, and those LEDs shine through the little channels in this and come out the front onto the sticker so you can see it basically. I'm just wondering, does that need to go in first, or where does that go? A weird design, look. LEDs shine down those little, if you can see those holes in the back there. I know for a fact that that sits on there like that, so there's little things. Where does that go? How far down? I think that's where it goes. I think it goes like that, which means I can put it on after, I think, which is fine. I'm not really that bothered about it, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I'm not that fussed. Does it go behind? This broke off last time anyway. The little thing broke off. I had to. I just left it out and tried to butcher it, but I do want to try and figure out exactly how it fits on. Maybe it is like that. Maybe it just sits in there like that. Looking because there's a little, sorry, just headbutted the camera. There's a little plastic. Oh god, let's not break it, just getting the circuit board on, shall we? There we go, that's in. That's where it should sit. I think that's about where it goes. It seems to fit right. It's got a little lip inside where the board fits. You can probably just about see that. Just that little ledge, and the board just slide. This little bit of the board slides into there, I think. Message retracted. Oh, that's probably Henry's retracted it. Fair enough. Okay, so I think I'm cool with that. I'm going to pop this up, and I'm going to come out of there. Yes, we'll leave that till after. I'm going to figure out which parts of this are which here. That's an end part, definitely, because it's a single strip. I'm trying to remember. I can vaguely remember because I remember which side of it was just burnt through majorly last time. Yeah, it was pretty bad. This one obviously goes on that side because the board doesn't drop on top of it comfortably. That's right. See, so that goes there because that little part drops into the board properly there. So that is for that one. And you just have to go through, from what I remember, and just figure out where all these parts go based on where the holes in the board are. See the little, this is the little hole here for this little wing tip to go in. So if I drop that on there, it's way off. If I drop it on there, it looks about right. So that's obviously for that one. I would say. as a guess. That slides up there. Not quite fiddly. I think once you've got them all, once you've got all the parts in place, and it's just like, it's quite straightforward to be honest, but just getting the other single one obviously goes at this end. It's a little jigsaw puzzle, and what fun it is too, especially when they explode at the end. In there, wasn't it? Yep. That was a short one, so I'm guessing that's in there. That's my guess. That's a long one. So that's, I think all the long ones are the same, I think. Ones with the this long arm on it compared to this one. This is the only one that has a shorter arm on it, as you can see. I think that just drops there. I think this one drops into here. Let's just drop the board on, see if they all fit in place. That's long, that's long, that's long, that's short. Yes, they all do fit in place. That's correct, I think. That is correct. Yep. Can't be wrong anyway, they're all the same. Well, 3 of them are the same at least. Okay, I'm good with that. All the long ones in there, that side, that's that side. Let's plonk them down like that. Arrange them as they will be going on, like so. There's like so. Lovely. Right, I'm going to hook up the spot welder. That's what I'm going to do now. Spot welding time. I'm going to disconnect this from the car battery. I'm going to unplug that before I tap them together. It's always useful. Okay. Yeah, so these 30 Qs are 3,000 milliamp hours per cell, and they have a 20 amp discharge rating, so more than enough. So these are 15 Qs. That's what's originally in this Makita pack, at least. The older ones have got Sony cells in them. These are Samsung 15 Qs. I did look it up a while back when I did the first one, and I seem to remember that they're quite a low amp rating actually. These surprisingly low. I think they're like something like 8 or 10 amps a cell, which 5 in parallel actually makes sense, to be honest. So let's say that they are 10, for example. So you got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So you've got like 50 amps really as a like a max discharge. I think they're like 10 amps or something. So these 20 amp 30 Qs are going to be more than enough to deal with the power that the current that the drill's drawing, I think. So it should be cool. I used 25 Rs last time because I had them just left over from the bike build, but I don't have any left now. Well, I have a couple, but I don't have 10, so therefore I just decided to get 30 Qs, just because it's an extra 500 milliamp hours per cell, which means we're getting 5 in parallel. 5 in parallel, and they are 3,000 milliamp hours. Excuse me. So we're getting a. Oh, I haven't done this stuff. Let me. Am I saying that right? Let me just work this out. In parallel is capacity. Yes. So they are 3,000 milliamp hours each, which means 3 amp hours, doesn't it? Is that right? Yeah, because those are. God, I've just built a bike battery and forgot half of this stuff already. It's been a while since I put these things together. I'm just second guessing myself, that's all. Yeah, 3000 milliamp hours. Yes, that's right. So it's 3 amp hours per cell. There's 5, which means it's a 15 amp hour pack. That is correct. 15 amp hours. I need a screwdriver for this. That just seems a lot compared to the standard ones, which are like 3 amp hours. This can't be a 15 amp hour pack. Just seems like a wild number, to be honest. That's why I'm doubting myself. Screwdriver, hang on. Shouldn't doubt myself anyway. Shouldn't doubt myself. I think I'm right. So yeah. Yeah, because the series is the voltage, which is 5 in series, and 5 at 4.2 maximum at least. 5 at 3.5 is what, 17 something? Is it 17 and a half? Is it, or I don't know, something like that. My maths isn't great, to be honest. Yeah, but it's in between 17 and 20 volts in the charge, between low and high for charge on these cells. In 5 in series, it's between like 17 and 20, which is about right. 18.4 are these? What are they? What does it say? No, it just says 18 volt. I think they're like 18.4 full, something like that. Is it not 6 amp hour, 3 amp hour per bank? Yes, Henry. Yes, that's what I know. I know what I was thinking. This can't be 15 amp. This is ridiculous. Yes, Henry. Yes, it is. Excellent. Thanks, buddy. Yes, it is indeed. It is indeed. Parallel bank is all the same. It's 3 amp hours delivering the higher voltage. Yes, you are correct, Henry. I'm so glad you're here to fix my muddled mind today. What did I have this on last time? I think I had this on like 30 last time, 30 milliseconds, because I know that when I did it last time, yeah, 6 amp hour pack. Anyway, just to confirm that, yes, you are correct, Henry. It is a 6 amp hour pack. 20 milliseconds. I think I had it on 20 milliseconds, and it wasn't welding properly, if I remember right. So now I'm going to put it on 28, because I seem to remember I did 30, and some of them, especially on the positive end, because your welds, you get a bit more power into the weld on a positive end compared to a negative end. And I seem to remember that a positive end was really like almost blowing through. It was just a bit too pokey. So I'm going to put it on 28 and see how we get on. That's what I'm going to do. And just before I start welding this, I'm going to double check that these are the same and this is positive and negative. That's the way around it should be. Turn it over. Positive is there. Positive is there. Into negative, positive, negative, positive. Yes. Negative is the far end there, which it is here. And also negative at this end, yes. So it's all good. Like I say, I'm just doubting myself because I made it explode last time. But it's good. It's good. Where did I get 15 amp hours from? How did I work that out? I just went across the... Jesus. Get some sleep. No. Okay, so battery's good. Everything looks good. Pulse is on 28. I'm on auto, so I need to bang this first time. In fact, where's my little magnet? Where has that gone? Because that'd be useful. Here. All the magnet lessons that I've learnt. Yeah, 15 amp hour would be awesome. It would just take like a year to charge on a Makita charger, that's all. So yeah. It would be awesome though. It's not possible. It's just not possible. What are they? There's the biggest 18650 you can get is, in amp hour terms, I think is something like 3.6, is it? Is it a 30? it might be one of the Panasonics, or is it 3.5? Is it a 35E maybe? Samsung 35E. Boom. That seemed to weld nicely. Boom, we're in. God. Feels like I've never been away. Apart from my calculation ability. I've actually, I've just ordered 95 Samsung 35Es. Yes, I have. Why have I ordered them? I hear you cry. I'll tell you in just a second. I'm going to put extra ones on here because I did that last time and it just seemed a little better for me. I wasn't happy with the two that were on there. I like that. I like the additional one. Yeah, I've ordered 95 35Es. Hello, Ali. How you doing, man? Yeah. I love it. I love it. I am a glutton for punishment. Yeah, I've ordered 95 Samsung 35Es. Why have I ordered them? Because I'm building an e-bike battery. Why am I building an e-bike battery? Because I want to build an e-bike battery. Do I have a bike to put this battery on? No. No, I don't. I don't have an e-bike to put this battery on. So why are you building it? Just because I want to build another battery? Yeah. Basically, yeah. No, I want to build it, and I want to build it and see if there's any market for me selling it. Basically, because I've got spot welder, I've got the stuff. Is there any point me buying cells and maybe selling just batteries? E-bikes themselves is a massive ask, really. Building and selling e-bikes is a bit of a task and takes a lot of time, effort, planning, a lot of stuff, really. But building batteries, I feel, may not be too bad and may be a good option. Just for some money, and just because I'd like building them and I can do some custom specs for people maybe or something. So it may just be a bit easier and less time to do that, basically. So I've bought a Jumbo Shark pack which holds 91 cells, which is I'm doing a 48 volt 7p. So it'll be 13S7P with Samsung 35Es, and I think it works out to like 24.5 amp hour pack. And I run the numbers for someone in the forum the other day, actually, because they were asking about such a pack, or they were asking recommendations for a pack, and I went with that one. I went with the 35E because they were looking for a decent mileage and stuff. So, and the way I worked it out, it would probably be good for 1,000 and for a 1,500 watt motor. So, yeah, I need to double check the 1,500. I think 7p is good for it. Yeah, 7p was good for a 1,500, I think. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to build. I've ordered the case from China on AliExpress, and I've ordered the cells today from Fogstar. Same place I got the 25Rs from. They seem like good guys. The cells are decent quality. I know, Vortex has just ordered from those guys as well, and they actually went down there, I think, to check them out and stuff, and speak to them personally. Yeah, they. I'd heard good reports about them previously when I got the 25Rs, and so yeah, ordered from those guys again. And I'm gonna build. Whether I'll stream it, I don't know. I might do, because it's one of those Jumbo Shark packs, and they're meant to be an absolute pain in the backside to build, because they're fiddly and there's bits and pieces all over the place from them. Well, from a few people online have said that, and also I dropped in on my bike to see Azzy from the forum. He was on here previously as well on the stream. Nice guy, building a bike. I dropped in to see him, and he had one of the shark packs. I think he's just done a video actually, so you should. No, he's uploading a video soon of that shark pack build. So I'm awaiting that one, but it'd be a good one to check out if you want to check that out. Azzy, Smart As AZZ. That's his YouTube, I think. Just search Smart As like that, and it will come up. That's yeah, it's definitely. If not, message me, and he's got some other good videos on there as well. I dropped off some of that nickel strip, the copper nickel strip, to him. I dropped some of that off to see if he could actually weld it, because I had such an issue welding it after I bought it. I couldn't use it, like. But I think he may have a decent enough spot welder to do it. It's one that he's built himself, I think. Yeah, yes, it was. He's built this crazy contraption out of 2 microwave transformers. Jesus. Yeah, it looks interesting. But he's pretty knowledgeable about that stuff. I wouldn't be able to build that thing. I just literally would kill myself. So I'm not going to do that. But he's going to test it out and see if he can weld with his super spot welder. Weld that nickel plated copper strip that I had, which would be good. Be good to know that he can. Definitely be good to know that. Yeah, so what else is going on? Don't know. I'll tell you what else is going on. I'm still not at work. That's what's going on. I'm still at home. My work for the whole year has still been cancelled. That's what's going on. As I suppose, as of many people's work, to be fair. But where have I put my... 2 seconds. I had my headphones on. It was making my head sweat, and I had no real idea why I had my headphones on. I'm not sure why I had my headphones on. It seems to have popped up. I want it to pop back down, to be honest. I'm gonna pop it down with weld power. That's better. This is why having it on auto is sometimes not the best idea. You just like slip and you're like, oh no, don't weld there. That's alright there, that's good. So I'm just putting the extra ones in. Have I done that one? This is the question. Yes, I have done that one. How's it going, Ali, anyway? All good? Hopefully all is alright with you. Tonight I will be curbing my slurs on any foreign nation, as I did last time. Oh dear. Left over from a time gone by, I think. Oh, some of these are just questions, some of these connections, really. I want to get some extra welds in there. It's got to carry a fair bit of current, you know. pretty solid. I like that. Show you what I'm doing here. Sorry, I might be doing. I didn't even realise whether I was doing it out of camera or not. I don't know. You can see I've just. There is 2 dips to put your welds in. Still getting away. But I'm putting an extra one on as well, just because it seems like flimsy nickel. This, to be honest, seems quite thin for what I believe the carried current will be anyway. But we'll see. I'm going to use it if I don't set it on fire first. Something Azzy said to me, don't push down on it too hard. So I always thought like you had to force it down, but oh, that drawed it right down. That's actually really good. That is spot welded. Done off. So soldering next, I'm going to disconnect the spot welder, cover up the battery so I don't start crossing over the connections and blowing that up as well. I'm just joking, by the way. I don't blow everything up. I'm not like, you know, completely incompetent. Just sometimes I get overexcited and, you know. A rush. That's what it is, a rush. I've just remembered that I've still got hummus and crackers over there as well, so you might hear me crunching in a second because I'm getting a bit peckish, to be honest. Anyone want to buy a Nikon D5300? Ah, okay. Yeah, cool. Lessen the resistance weaker. Well, that makes perfect. That is perfectly logical. Perfectly logical. Like that. There's a good battery building tip. Yeah, anyone want to buy a D5300 Nikon? Come at me with your offers. Right, I'm going to just open myself a drink of a sugar-free energy drink that shall remain unnamed. I also want to just say that if you're watching Red Bull and you need to sponsor someone, I'm probably your best candidate currently, anyway. Yeah, I've got a zoom lens, I've got a 50mm fixed lens, and I've got an 18 to 35 like lens as well, like standard zoom or whatever. And then there's a long zoom which is a 70mm or something like that, and I've got a fisheye for it as well. So I've got 4 lenses. I ordered a couple of batteries for it. I've got a power adapt for it. I've got a bag for it. I've got the charger for it. It's like the most amazing camera ever. All you need to do is tell me that you want to buy it, and I'll send it to you upon the receipt of some hard cash. No problem. I'm going to mute the mic for a second because that's cool, Ali. Nice one for dropping in, man. Take it easy. Don't want to ignore the boss. I know all about that. Don't be ignoring the boss. See you later, mate. Take it easy. Okay, I think I relieved you of most of that in your ear crunching there, so you'll thank me later. It's fine. Right. Battery. Get back to it. Get back to it. Damn it. Right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a quick voltage check. $17. Yep, cool. So here to here should be 3.4. To here should be double that. Wonderful. Then to here should add another. There we go. Into here another. And finally the full package. Cool. That's all good. I need to plug in my soldering iron and I don't know where the plug is for it. Because I'm numpty and I keep doing this, unplugging it. There we go. Okay. Where's my drink? It's there. I found it, don't worry. You'll know why I just got turned around and go like, oh, where's that? Because if you look at this desk and all this stuff that's over here and all this mess and concoction of stuff everywhere, then you'll realise that I'm not the tidiest person in the world in here, although I think it's quite tidy, to be fair. But everywhere else in this room looks kind of like this desk, so you kind of put stuff somewhere and you can't really find it after. It's not the best. I have to be aware that dropping this onto here means that I'm actually running power through the board, so just be aware. There we go, that drops on nicely. Come on. Come on, just drop into place. Lovely, nice, like it, well done. I'll show you that. There you go. So, there's your first balance connection. You'll see they just all pop through the board. Look, that one's popped in, needs soldering, this one's in as well. Another one here. And another one in here that needs soldering, and the final one here that also needs soldering. I'm also just going to drop that in there, which I believe is swinging that way first. And then just pop it in that end. Get that soldered on. We'll have a look at that. I think they go down there somewhere. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. Cover up those terminals. Keep kicking that camera because because I'm using this GoPro, I've now got a massive tripod next to me. So it's like, keep kicking it. I apologise. It's not my intention to keep kicking it. It's not what I'm planning to do. Let's move my speaker. Let's see if I can turn my soldering iron on. Result. Let's have a look. I'm going to go for some of that flux, and I'm going to go for, where's my halfway house solder for thickness, this one. I'm going to take this down, hold it in place using this heat resistant Kapton tape. Scissors, wires. Push that down, just put some tape on that just to push it down, just so all these little connectors pop up through properly when I'm soldering. So I've just got the most amount sticking through the, as you can see, sticking through the board to solder onto. That's all good. I've got my big fat chisel tip on here, so that's alright. That's getting hot, it's all good. Some of this flux I'm using, this is the flux I'm using, RMA 218 Kingbo flux, which I find really decent for electronic stuff. Yeah. I'll just take a roll out of that. It's my flux pen that I don't need. I might use my solder sucker later, so keep that handy. And just a bit of flux on the end of there. Now this is not a soldering lesson because I'm not the best soldering expert, or whatever you call them, solderer in the world, but a little bash a little bit of flux on there, not too much, don't want to drown the board in it, just somewhere just around that joint, just to let it start running properly. Too much, a little dab, lovely, little dab, also lovely. Winner winner. I'm not going to say the second part, I'll let you finish it yourself. Okay, golden, here we go. Should have some sort of you know, like ventilation or something, but I don't have any for all that smoke, you see. But I don't have any currently. Oh, I need to get some, most definitely. I need to get some sort of fan or something. I was going to build one. I think I talked about it before. I was building a solder extraction fan, but I just haven't got around to it yet. Can't really see that, so I don't know if it's amazing, but I think it's okay. Be careful because I'm right next to some little resistors here. Lovely job. And over here, some heat. Apply some solder into there. Where am I at? This little one here. Let's do that. It's quite seen on the board. Let's give it some more heat. Not too much. Seems good. I'll have a close look at these after. They seem okay. Some heat on there. Just rubbing it up and down that long line of some solder in there. Again, not too much, just want the right amount. I remember putting too much on last time and I had to get some off because it was just a big blob. It looked like some of them were maybe, they didn't look dry, they just didn't look tidy enough for my liking. They look pretty good. I like those. Oh, my solder. My little brush is in the. That's a bit of a beggar. My brush is in the drawer that's actually hidden by the drawer is. I can't get into it because the tripod leg's in the way. Didn't think of that. Oh dear. Oh dear. I've just got a little spray of some isopropyl here, which I want to clean the board up with. But I don't have anything to clean it with. Because my little cleaning brush is in the drawer. Let me think. Ah! I've got something over here. I've got a little anti-static brush here, which will do the job, I'm sure. Let's just put some on the end of it, actually. Come on, spray. Get some off there as well. Just rubbing it over, cleaning the flux off. Get a brush, get the majority of it off. Flux just tends to bloody hang around anyway, but make sure it's not just give it a clean with some isopropyl. So I'm just sorry, I'm miles away from you. I'm literally just cleaning the solder bits with some isopropyl that I've done, just to clean off some of the flux. It's just like from a set of anti-static brushes basically, which I just use for this exact purpose, really. Brushing boards. Sometimes they're a bit too hard, these things, a bit too tough, but it seems okay. Half the time I just spread the flux around, which is not great, is it? But still, seems a bit cleaner. I like it. It's pleasing for my OCD, so it's all good. A little sip of my drink. That's in place, so I can now cut that off. Oh look, I saw a light on there then. Hey, look, it's got a little light on. So does that mean it's quite low? It's only got one light on. I mean, its charge is quite low, which is about right because it's 17 volts, isn't it? So probably needs to come up a bit. Well, it definitely needs to come up a bit, but yeah, it's going to need to charge a bit before it actually. Okay, that seems good. Sorry, I was just looking. That seems reasonably clean. These are the sort. I can't zoom in for you, unfortunately, on this, but yeah. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, number 5, number 6. They all seem pretty decent. I'm happy with the way they look. Yeah, looks good. Like it. So, what is the next part? Let's turn the soldering iron off so I don't burn myself, which I probably will do at some point if I leave it on. Drop that in there. See, I'm like tidying up a little bit. I put stuff back, you know. Not just leaving it lying around, am I? Oh, let's see if that'll fit in there now. This little black plastic thing I was talking about. Because that has to clip on the end of the board. Has to clip on the end of the board and then also clip into there as well. I think that's about right. I think that's what it needs to do. Because then... Can you see? You can see it through there, can't you? Can you? Oh, you put... Oh no, you can see it, sorry. Yeah. All that does is just shine through that sticker as to the battery level. I wonder where that sticker goes. Is that, oh, it goes on the outside, I can see it. don't think there's anything else to go in there, is there? No. So let's drop it in and see how we fit. Maybe that should go in first, maybe. Sorry, I'm doing it off camera, which is really helpful to you. I'm just trying not to catch this plastic edge of the box. I'm trying not to catch it on the button or the circuit board and like foul it or break the little button off or anything. I'm trying to just... Okay, that feels okay. That feels alright, feels good. Does the button work? I don't see anything. Yes, it does work. You can see the light in there. It's quite tough to press, but I shouldn't expect these to be perfect, I suppose. They are, you know, knock-off Makita cases and boards. I can't expect the world from these things, really. So, before I do anything, because this is where it all went wrong last time, that sits like that. And I believe I have this correct. All is well. Yeah, that's the negative. That is a positive end. I checked and double checked, didn't I? I did double check. I checked and I double checked and then I checked again and double checked it. So I think I've checked enough. I am just going to do this one more time. I believe this is the positive and it should show up without a little minus sign on there. If it is, that should be the way it is. Yes. So if I did it this way, those of you who don't really use multimeters, you get the little minus symbol on the side here, which says that your negative probe is on the positive and your positive probe is on the negative. Well, that is correct. So I'm just going to run through those one more time. 6.8, correct. Where's the one on this side? Where's he gone? What am I missing here? Oh, that is that side. This side would be this one. That's right. To get my bearings there. And that one. And then the final one is that one. Okay. I'm happy with that. And the question here must be, do I have a Makita charger? That is the question. And what I need to do is go and ask that question. So you'll have to forgive me, because I didn't prepare this. Obviously I didn't prepare. Why would I prepare? Don't be silly. Yeah, so I didn't prepare. So I'll have to go and ask that question to me. I've got to be careful not to foul these cables. Look, see these two little cables that are for the battery, the sensor. Just make sure they're tucked right up and away from that screw terminal. Or just bent around there, because in there is where the screws come in through here, so I don't want to catch anything. Not that I think it will, but oh, sorry. Let's try putting that on there like that. That might work better. No, it's not going to work better doing it like that at all. Already feels a little bit better than the first one, to be honest. I don't want to speak too soon. Feels like it's going together better. Okay, that's not too bad. That seems alright. Feels alright. Button is still working for this thing. And this thing this little sticker just goes on there at the end to give you that little battery meter. Ah, there's a little screw which goes in the board, isn't there? There's one little screw that goes in the board, and I believe there's two holes, but one little screw. And I think I'm going to put it in this end. Don't ask me why, that's just my choice. Where's my screwdriver set? It's a little posse, isn't it? One of these, probably. Maybe that one. Feels good. So just as you can see, there's just a little screw. I believe it goes in here or in here. There's two holes actually. I don't know which one it should go in, if I'm honest. I think the original Makitas have two of these screws in. That just feels like it does not want to go in there, so let's try the other hole. That was just like, I'll go in at an angle and chew up if you want me to go in. Try and keep that straight as it goes in. God, that is tough. Wow, that is really tough. Does it need to go in? I'm not sure. Is it going in? You're damn right it's going in. My word. Oh God, that's ridiculous. As I said, can't really expect too much from this. It is a cheap imitation, let's be honest. This was £11.25 delivered, this case. The cells I can't really recall, because to be honest, my brother-in-law bought them for me. The top man that he is. He bought them for me because I 3D printed him a battery holder for his vaping, all his vaping batteries. So I printed him like a battery storage tray, designed and printed for him, and he said, in return, I shall get you some batteries for your drill build. So it was much appreciated. Thank you very much for that. So I don't really know how much. I think they're about what are they? About $2.25 or $2.50 a battery or something. These they've got to be something like that. I think they're something like that. These 30 Qs. Okay, that's one in. Let's see if the front one goes in as well. 4 screws on these Makita batteries. I'll tell you what's good about these cheap imitation cases. The flipping screws are posies. They're not freaking security torques like they are on actual Makita batteries. They're like the torque with the little circle in the middle. They're just a pain in the backside. They just give you like posi drives, which is perfect. Right up my Kyber, that is. Right up my Kyber. I want the spinny one. Yeah. Good screwdriver set this is. Amazon. Draper. 1000 volts. Draper Expert. Yeah. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. All the gear, no idea. And you'd be right. That's exactly right. I've got loads of stuff. No idea how to use it. I'm joking. I'm pretty bloody good, to be honest. If you believe that, you believe anything. Do I have to screw these down quite a fair bit? These are... I think the plastic doesn't have the what you call it. That seems alright actually. Oh, still a little bit loose. Doesn't have the thread insert in the plastic. They're just like self-tapping almost. There's a little bit of a bounce in that. Is that because is that back screw not in? Okay, well that's good because the springy thing works, so that's at least a bonus. That's a bonus of it. There we go. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for me to plug it in and see if it blows up again? Oh no, you sadistic people. Oh no, the ones who were here last time just waiting for it to explode again. I'm just thinking, he's going to plug it in, it's going to blow up, it's going to be hilarious. Well, it ain't happening. Not this time. No way. It is too small. I'm going to go for this one. I think that other one was a bit too big. No, doesn't feel like the right one. Yeah. Okay. You really do have to flipping force these to get screwed in, I'm telling you. Again, that's probably the cheap alternative joy. I feel like I'm chewing that up. I shouldn't be. Oh, that's just not going in there because that's too fat. Okay. It's pretty tight anyway. Yeah, well, it is tight. Spring catch works. That's good. Now, this says positive and this says negative. This is all the stuff I should have done last time that I didn't do. See the little positive sign, little negative sign. Now, I should be metering this. If I'd have done something just that simple last time instead of rushing. Like a bull at a gate, as my mother used to say. Still does say. Because I'm still like that. Yeah, if I hadn't have rushed it last time, I'd have gone, hang on, that's reverse polarity. I ain't going to plug that in. Something really bad's going to happen. And I'd have realised. But no, I just went ahead and plugged it in, didn't I? There you go. That's good. It's not reverse polarity. It doesn't have the little minus sign on it, so I know it's the right way around, and we're getting 17 volts, so it's all good. It is good. I'm going to go and see. I'm just going to turn the microphone off for a second, and I'm going to go and see if I'm able to borrow a Makita charger just to test this live. Bear with me. 2 seconds. I've got it. Also bought my other drill with me just to test out. We'll see. I'm not going to plug it into this yet, because last time I plugged it into a drill, I had to take the drill apart, and I've only just fixed this one and cleaned it up and everything. So I'm going to plug it in yet. I'm going to see what story the charger tells first. And this time, I'm going to trust what the charger says. I'm not just going to plug it in and then go, oh no, this charger's probably just playing up. I'm sure it's fine. I'll plug it in the drill and see if it burns. I'm not going to do that. No. Yeah, because I learnt my lesson, that's why. So, I am going to, it's fired up. Let's plug it in and see if it's working.
Use the battery.
Oh, no, I'll be alright. Fingers crossed. Right, okay, let's see. Moment of truth. The moment you've all been waiting for. Okay. I'm a little bit... Okay, it's in. Let's see what it does. Solid red is charging. Fans on. Seems happy. I think we have. By this time, last time, it was started to flash and it said broken battery. That's what happened last time. So it seems like it is now okay, all good, which I'm pretty damn pleased about after the catastrophe that was my previous battery build. Yeah, no, that's good. So it's working. Excellent. Excellent. So, do you know what? I'm quickly just gonna cost this up because I can just tell you on stream. Then let's go to where I got it from, which is Fogstar, and it's Fogstar Wholesale. There's the normal standard Fogstar, and then there's Fogstar-Wholesale, which was where I got it from. Because if you order in bulk from there, if you order over £60 worth of batteries, you get basically you're going to get a better price per battery on it. It's quite a decent saving as well. I mean, just have a look at the difference yourself between the fogstar.co.uk site and the Fogstar Wholesale. It's in favour of us battery builders, basically, which is, nice. I like that. 30Q, £2 on the wholesale site, £2.55 a battery. So £25.50. I think that's without VAT, if I'm not mistaken. That's without VAT. So here's where my maths is completely appalling. If I'm right, it's £30.60 for 10 of those cells. £30.60, and this was £11.25 delivered, this battery case. So let's say it's 40 quid. Just over 40 quid. 42 quid, let's say, for this battery built. So what is a 5 amp hour is about 60 quid, is it? Something, Makita. So I'm just searching this on my other screen. I haven't got it set up to show you, unfortunately, sorry. 5 amp hour, Makita, 18 volts. This says a genuine 18 volt BL 1850 Makita battery, 5 amp hour is £58.94 including VAT. So let's say it's about 16 quid or something. 16 quid saving, and it's not a 5. This is a 6, as Henry told us earlier. Thank you, Henry. So slightly bigger battery for less money, basically. Yeah, So yeah, there you go. Seems like it's charging. Seems good. What I'm going to do, because I don't know whether it's too low to run the drill at. I'm happy to plug the drill in now anyway, because it's just charging, isn't it? So it's all good. So let's take it off there and pop it on there. Oh, you gotta love it, ain't you? Nice. Like it. It's good. Oh, okay. So here's the there's the two lights. There's two lights coming up on the battery meter. There you go. And also the drill meter. It's a nice little sign, but it is showing two lights on there as well, which is good. There's 4 on the battery, but only 3 on the drill. So yeah, well, at least it translates across, and it is reading. Seems like it's reading right as well, so that's cool. Excellent. I'm going to bang this back on charge. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just the finishing touch. I'm going to stick this little label on it for you. And then I'm going to call it a day, because I'm going to go back downstairs and I'm going to continue what I was watching last night, which was, came up on my TV after all these years. Our V-Design Pet was on a watch again thing, so I started watching the first series of Our V-Design Pet. You gotta love that program. Well, I do anyway. Jimmy Nail and the boys. So I'm gonna go and check some of that out. But here it is. There's the sticker on it. Oh, there it is. In the battery light. Lovely. Job done. It's glorious. I do need to tighten that up, but I'm gonna get a. Need to get a smaller screwdriver. That one is just a little bit loose, but it's fine. It's all good. I'm just happy that it's working. Beep beep. What a beautiful sound those 2 beeps are. Music to my ears. Right. Thanks everyone for stopping in and just watching me do stuff and talking to me while I was messing around again. It's been wonderful. It's been emotional. And I've got a few other things that I'm gonna do, so hopefully I'll see you all again here at some point. I've got a 12 volt lithium iron phosphate battery I'm gonna build with just for 12 volt sort of. I'm gonna test it on some 12 volt stuff, basically just running it out in the field as a 12 volt unit. And I'm also going to build some LED studio lights, which I've been planning to do for ages, so I'm going to do those as well, and they will power off that battery, which is the whole purpose really of those 2 projects. So I'll do that, and I'm sure I'll find something else to do. I've got that other big, now I've got that 91 cell jumbo shark pack coming, which I'm going to do, and I'll probably jump on and do some of that. Yeah. So awesome. I still need to do a video and show you guys the bike and stuff after I built the battery and everything. I do realise that I need to do that, and I will do it before I sell it. I'll probably just jump on. Now I've got the GoPro as well. I can jump on and do a live stream even while I'm out on it, or see if I can find somewhere that's got a decent stretch of road that's got a decent 4G connection, and I'll stream to you guys live off the bike, and or maybe just when I'm out somewhere I'll just start a stream off, and we can go over the bike and have a look at it, and you can see it, and I'll walk you around it with the GoPro and stuff, and we can yeah, should be good. So nice one everyone, take it easy, and I'll speak to you all another time. Bye bye.